What up YouTube, it's Missouri's Company. In today's video, we are going into the shadows. That is right, a new reign has started, which means everything is reset and it's time for us to jump straight into our shadow duties. As such, I will go ahead and do all of them with you because apparently if I don't, I get roasted for not doing what I should be doing in the game. My bad. But anyway, we're gonna go ahead and be talking about sort of state of the game while we cover this. So we're gonna go into the Path of Blood, knock out all of these, talk about the rewards, talk about what's going on, and talk about sort of just what's going on in the game. So I am currently using my like raid build, my single target build, because that's really all I need. There's enough AoE in it for me to kind of blow up anything in the meantime. That, you know, and we're only doing bosses because you can skip to every 5, which is so nice. It's so nice. You do collect stuff as you go, so you get everything in between the floors that you aren't doing if you're not aware. I'll show you. Nope. I think once it ends you get it, or maybe you get it, I don't really know. I do this literally what, once every, I mean, since everyone's going for a blessed reign, like once every like 2 months. But it's really easy, and you do get way more experience and rewards. You guys, let me know in the comments how many of you were here and have played since the beginning when we used to not get any rewards for this. Wasn't that crazy? We used to do this all the time and got nothing for it. No experience, no loot, no nothing. And now we finally get stuff, which is much better than the alternative. We're already on to floor 30. So every time a new reign resets, it obviously is going to happen on a Sunday night going into a Monday morning. You have to make sure that you do your Path of Blood as soon as possible. Make sure you do it at whatever time your guild leaders or officers tell you to, because you can actually get more out of it if you do it at a certain time, which is what we're doing. We were told to do it, so we do it. And then you want to make sure that you knock out your shadow contracts, which honestly I strongly dislike because they're so repetitive. Now I'm curious, just out of kicks and giggles, can I use my salvage trait in here? Nope. Well, what's the point of the salvage trait if I can't use it wherever I want to use it? Also, while we're talking about familiars here a little bit, I'm still of the belief that outside of the main one that you use and getting probably like the survivor trait, there's really no reason for you to really care about pets, which is probably why the prices have been reduced by so much. I have a salvage pet equipped. I have a switch loadout pet equipped. I don't have an identification pet equipped, but that's my goal. And after I get that, and then I get one that has the survivor trait for PvP, which is literally just allows you to come back to life on like a 75-second cooldown. I'm probably just kind of done with familiars. Like ideally the last pet I get would be legendary, so I can have a legendary one walking around with me that has the survivor trait. But honestly, it's going to cost me a pretty penny for platinum, or I just have to get really high RNG. But all other pets on the market right now are basically like not selling at all, so it kind of stinks. But hopefully you, like myself, capitalize as much as possible from getting those for selling pets like I had suggested, because I knew the market would crash at some point, and it appears, at least on my server, the market has done just that. Moving on to level 55. Boom, shalaka. Easy peasy. But again, this is one of those things that I don't mind doing because it doesn't take long, but the shadow contracts are just, ugh. They haven't changed since the game came out. They have not added any new shadow contracts the whole time. They did rework the Immortal quest line, so you can do it weekly, which is pretty fun and all, but yeah, shadow contracts that you have to do daily and 3 times every Monday are just not it for me. Not it for me at all. I used to hate being immortal, now I hate being a shadow. And some of it's just like it's tedious, and because it hasn't changed, like it feels even more tedious than it even basically was previously. All right, so I have maxed out my inventory. I'm going to go ahead and leave, return to the Court of Whispers, and then hopefully I can use my salvage trait in here. Dude. So I have to actually leave and then either go to the blacksmith or use my salvage trait. Well, that doesn't feel good. Salvage trait. Oop. Salvage trait is by far my favorite aspect of the pet, outside of them picking up stuff for us, because literally I can just do that whenever I want, and except for apparently in this Court of Whispers, but it's honestly so much fun, and it really makes grinding a whole lot better, which is why I also want to get the identification, so you can literally just stay farming all the time. I am trying to work, a lot of you have responded to a lot of my videos about combat rating and said like how much I've basically been losing combat rating because I don't have my gear all the way maxed out to level 30, and I'm working on it, guys. I hear you. It is a heck of a grind. I didn't realize just how much of a grind it was until I unlocked what, 23 going into 24, and I was like, good lord, that's a big, like, this is a big jump from 23 to 24. And I heard there's even bigger jumps, obviously, because it goes up incrementally as you progress. So I don't know when I'll get it, but I do recognize that I am lacking a lot of combat rating because I don't have it. So I'm trying to like set out maybe like an hour or so a day, at least an hour, where I can just grind non-stop overworld farming. But that's a lot. Honestly, an hour is a lot of time for me. I don't have a lot of spare time, and when I do, I'm probably making content or going to the gym, so it is a bit of a struggle, I'm not gonna lie. So we'll see. I will get there at some point. And we did actually inquire, those of you that made it this far in the video get a little bit of a sneak peek of information that probably others don't get. We did inquire to see if there was any news or chance that they would upgrade the max level from 30 to anything higher. And while we can't go into details as to what we were told because we are NDA'd, I could tell you that there is no plan currently to do that. And there are other options you could do in game to utilize your farming material outside of just upgrades. In terms of your primary upgrades, you can use your extra fodder in terms of, where is it? In terms of all this stuff. To translate it into get more of these cryptic crystals and actually upgrade your secondary gear. So I highly recommend you doing that. Those of you that are going to hold on to it for a long time in hopes of it going up to like 35 or 40, feel free to do that. But if your bag gets full, like that is the direction that we were given to advise the community, is that they will likely not be doing that for quite some time, and highly recommend you utilizing your resources to transfer and upgrade your secondary, which makes a lot of sense, honestly. Because that way it still rewards like the heavy grinders that are doing that every single day, but gives everyone else who's like me, maybe not the biggest of grinders or doesn't have the most time in the world to do stuff like that, the ability of catching up a little bit, which is kind of cool. I like that. And I know the heavy grinders like really don't like that because it kind of punishes them, but you can still upgrade, right? I mean, you're still upgrading your secondary gear, which is still a combat rating increase. It's a very rough ratio to do that, but it is what it is. All right, so let's see. Bounties, Elder Rifts, cool. All right, now that is it for that. Now I want to go upgrade my shadow rank. Boop. Boop, boop. Collect all this. Perfect. Collect all this. Should have done this first. And then we'll rank up and see how high of a rank we get. All right, cool. Rank up. And then I will start tackling my shadow quest, which is my least favorite thing to do. Honestly, let me know in the comments below. Do you guys prefer being a shadow or an immortal? Again, like I said previously, I used to really enjoy being a shadow, and now I actually prefer being an immortal. I feel like there's slightly more rewards and benefits to it, especially when it comes to like legendary essence farming, especially as somebody like a content creator who jumps around a lot. It's kind of nice being able to like target specific legendary essences, so that's cool. All right, let's do this. Inventory full. We can go and collect all of these. Okay, shadows. And what are we at now? My rank, I'm at Blade 1, which feels pretty good. That was a pretty big jump, obviously, and most people can do that pretty easily now that combat rating is as high as it is. Stages, blah blah blah. All right, cool. So that's it for that one. I'm gonna go ahead and I guess transition to, you can see I already did my assembly, but I'm not collecting it. We're gonna be covering that in a video shortly. If you haven't already seen that video, depending on when this one comes out. No, I think that video will come out tomorrow. So I'm actually working on a video, like I said, that'll come out tomorrow, that you will see that actually covers what you should be doing to really push into Inferno 5 and how you can prepare to push your Paragon just a hair faster than you can if you're not doing some of these tricks. So if you want to see that video, make sure you like and subscribe, guys, because that video is coming out tomorrow. And until next time, I hope to see you in a video soon.